Welcome to Gut+Science. Analytics about people. Insights for executives. Truth you can act on. A high-energy, fast-paced, results-oriented exchange featuring employee engagement evangelist and CEO, your host, Nikki Lewallen.
Welcome to the very first episode of Gut+Science. I'm Nikki Lewallen, and I'm your host. I get to spend just a couple of minutes right now talking about my passion behind the purpose of this show. So you probably all heard that long time, unfortunate statistic that 70% of employees are not engaged in their work. So they're going through the motions, looking forward to Friday, and sometimes just living miserably. And you know, we spend 262 days a year, the average employee does, working. 262 days a year out of 365 that we're spending working, and 70% of those people don't really love it at all. That's pretty crazy. Now, let me go a little bit deeper into this problem. 76% of people, the working population, report some sort of physical or mental sickness the day before their work week begins. This is a problem, and we're here to solve it. On this show, we are going to be interviewing and learning from and collaborating with the best CEOs and presidents throughout the globe. We're going to learn their best practices, their secrets. They're going to let us in because this show's about abundance, and we're ready to share and mentor each other. I want to tell you about a foundational quote that I have lived by really for many years as I've been the CEO of Rainmakers and growing a business and developing a team. And it took me a long time to realize how important making people number one over, dollar signs, even though I always had strong value in people. When I finally got to a place that I realized if I help my people get whatever they want out of this business in a healthy way, I'm not going to have to work nearly as hard. A lot of the pressure is off of me, and it's all about helping them have a great life through this workplace and making our employees number one, customers number two, employees number one. And I think that shift happened for me maybe about 6 years ago, but it might have come from this foundational quote that has just been following me everywhere I go. And I probably share it, at least 10 times a week. And it goes like this: the master in the art of living makes little distinction between his work and his play, his labor and his leisure, his mind and his body, his information and his recreation, his love and his religion. He hardly knows which is which. He simply pursues his vision of excellence at whatever he does, leaving others to decide whether he is working or playing. To him, he is always doing both. That is beautiful, and who wouldn't want that? So for all the people that have laughed at me throughout the years when they ask about my hobbies and I mention work, I'm pretty sure everybody would want that. Why would we want to check in and check out of certain areas of our life and just, get through the ugly to get to the better? No, everything can fluidly be very good energy if we're on the right seat of the bus, using our strengths and really finding meaning in the time that we're spending here on earth. Time flies by, in case you haven't noticed. The older you get, the faster it goes, I swear. And so it's just so important for us as leaders to look at our employees and their needs and their goals. Everyone has unique needs and goals. And when we tap into those to truly find out what motivates our people, why they're working here, and really take the time to listen to them and bridge that gap, magic truly comes alive. So that's kind of like my key for something that I have used for a long time to help level set an organization and help leaders understand that it is our job as leaders to help people get here. Our greatest job as a leader is not to just make sure that we're meeting our goals and, hitting our KPIs and all of those things. It is to get our people on the right seat of the bus and to help them develop, understand what motivates them, listen to them, and really help them pour their greatest force into that work. So here's the deal on this show. We are going to help more people love Monday. A lot more people love Monday, and stop waiting to enjoy life until Friday. And we're going to do that through learning the greatest and best practices of brands that you look up to, leaders' names that you've been following for a long time. We're going to have them on the show and we're going to learn from them. So I can promise a fast-paced, high-energy show where we will get to the nitty-gritty and what they're doing in their workplaces to drive culture and engagement. And then at the end of the show, I'm going to summarize a couple of key takeaways that you can take back to your team and use in the boardroom to talk through different ideas or retreats that you have to really impact and move the needle on engagement and developing that culture that you want in your organization. So here's the deal. We'd love for you to subscribe. I would love for you to subscribe. My entire team would. We'd love a review. We'd love to hear what you think. Hit me up on LinkedIn, shoot me an email, let me know what you think. This is Gut+Science. Welcome.